Hey, this is René, welcome back to another video on this channel, and today I want to show you another program that I just developed, and this is the craziest and best artificial intelligence machine learning expert advisor. So you can see it here. I already started a backtest starting in 2022. I'm using the Euro-US dollar, and you can see this expert advisor is trading every single candle, and it is analyzing the market before it takes the trades. So it will be a really super beneficial and profitable expert advisor. So as you can see here, most of these trades are winning, and I can speed forward the program here. All the analysis is done in the back. It's a really complex calculation, but I will explain it to you in this video. And you can see there are a lot of trades, but this is not a problem because nearly all of these trades are winning. So if we have a look here at the graph for this program, you can see there are nearly only profitable trades. And if I speed it up like really quickly, we don't really need the visual mode here. You can see the equity and the balance. It's almost crazy. It's only increasing. So right now, out of the 10,000 euros, it's nearly 50,000 euros already after just 2 months. And this is so crazy. It seems that this expert advisor is knowing the future and that it can kind of read the history. And fun fact, it is reading the history. So this is, of course, not the Holy Grail. It's not another new artificial intelligence, machine learning, Holy Grail expert advisor. This is just a really stupid bullshit history reading expert advisor. And in this video, I want to show you how this can be done, and it's actually super easy. It's crazy. So people are always wondering if it is possible to manipulate backtests, if it is possible to read the history in the MetaTrader 5. And I was asking myself the same question. And since I have a little bit of programming knowledge, it was not really hard for me to figure out a way to manipulate backtests and to make really great trading results without having an actual strategy. And I'm pretty sure there are better ways of doing this, even more efficient ways, more tricky ways that are not that easy to figure out. But in this video, I want to show you a really simple way just to clarify how easy it is to manipulate backtests and why you should not trust all the programs that you can find, for example, in the MetaTrader 5 market that are saying that they have the craziest new technology, it's artificial intelligence, blah, blah, blah. It's often, or it could often just be a scam. So let's have a look at how we can achieve a performance like this in a really easy and efficient way, because it's a scam. So yeah, let's close the strategy tester here. So the first question that we had to answer, or that I asked myself, is how can we know the data or the prices that will happen in the future? And the thing is, in the MetaTrader 4, I read in forums about this, it was fairly easy, I think, because you can just access the history files and you can pretty much just read the history from the MetaTrader 4 terminal. In the MetaTrader 5, it's not that easy because you do not have this history center here that you have in the MetaTrader 5, and you only access the data from your broker. But it is still possible to read the history or the candle prices if you have them before the candle appears. And for this purpose, I just opened another account or another MetaTrader terminal, which is my MetaTrader 4 terminal. And you can see it here. This is the MetaTrader 4 IC Markets terminal. And if I go to Tools, I will find the History Center that is not available in the MetaTrader 5, but I don't need it in the MetaTrader 5 if I have it in the MetaTrader 4, right? And here I can find beautiful open, high, low, and close prices for the 1 hour chart in the Euro-US dollar. So I just open this, click on export, and it's actually stupid how easy this is. And I can just export it to the desktop here. So I can click on save, and now I can close the MetaTrader 4 already, go to my desktop, and you can see there is this beautiful CHV file, comma separated value, I think it means file. And yeah, this contains all the data starting from 2016 up to 2023. So what I did is I turned this into a text file, just changing the ending here of the file name. Then I take this file, I copy it, or I cut it from the desktop, go to my MetaTrader 5, and now we can start programming this scam bot expert advisor. So in the MetaTrader 5, we can just open the IDE, the Integrated Development Environment, go to the experts folder here in the navigator, right click, open folder, and this is where I want to paste my history file. So right click, paste, and there it is. So now I have the history of the euro-US dollar 60-minute chart in my MetaTrader 5. Ta-da! It's easy as this. So yeah, you can see this is the file. I have all the prices here, and now I only have to write an expert. I only have to write an expert advisor that is reading this exact file, and this is really, really easy. So I will show it to you in the next few minutes. Also, I do not want to make this video to encourage you to scam other people, because, I mean, it's possible. It's super easy. It's not really complex. Everyone can scam anyone in the internet. I'm just doing this video to like show you how easy it is actually, and to prepare you for the offers that you might see in the internet, because it is possible to write a scam bot that seems to be super clever, but in the end it's just reading the history. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to write a new expert advisor. So click on new expert advisor, history reading scam bot. So just choose a name that is suitable for this program. Click on next, next, and finish. And this will create a new expert advisor. We don't need these lines. We don't need these lines. We don't need these lines. And we don't need these comments. So your program should look something like this. We just need the three base functions here. Actually, we don't even need all of them, but yeah, let's start with it like this. So what we can do here is, if we compile this is of course a blank program. This is doing nothing. But if we want to access this euro-US dollar text file, we can just include it as a resource. So just write resource, then the name euro-US dollar 60.txt of the file, and then you will include it as a string named euro-US dollar 60. So this means whenever we now use euro-US dollar 60, this is this contains just the complete string, so just the complete text file. So all we have to do now is read from this file to find or trading opportunities. So what we want to do is we want to go to the onTick function. Yeah, actually we don't need the on init and on dinit. I will just write this as raw as possible, so it's easy to follow along and everything. So what we want to do here is we want to get the total bars in the chart. So symbol period H1, because we're using the H1 chart, and then total bars is equal to bars, or this should be static. And then we just check if total bars is unequal to bars. And if this is true, we update the total bars variable. So we just process everything in here only once per bar. So what we want to do here is, now we want to, first of all, find the string time value of our current bar. So every bar in the chart, it has a timestamp value. You can see it here on the x-axis. This is the 18th of May 2023, 5 o'clock. And we need this value as a text value. So what we can do here is we can say string time, string time is equal to time to string. And then we just take the time value of the current bar. It's the period H1 bar with a shift value of 0. So this will give us the time, and we turn it to a string value using this time to string converting function. So if we have a look at the euro-US dollar file again, we can see, since this is a comma separated file, this is not really the format that we expect. Like the MetaTrader 5 usually works with a format like this, where you have this blank space instead of a comma. And I mean, we could Yeah, this is probably the easiest way. We could just take everything here, right click, wait, we go to edit, wait, where's search and replace? There it is. No, this won't work. Okay, no, I cannot just replace all the commas because then we would mess up the whole file. No, we will do it differently. So, okay, so since we have this comma here and we want a blank space, instead we will have to modify this time value here. So the easiest way is to use the string replace function for this time variable. We are searching for the blank space and we replace it with a comma. So then we get the time value or time string value that is exactly the same as in this text file here. Okay, what we want to do now next is we want to find, like, oh wait, I can show it to you. We go step by step. So let's print this time value that we just created. So as you can see, if I compile this, it works. It says euro/$60.text is converted to a string as euro/$60. And if I go to the strategy tester now, and if I go to the history reading scam bot here, I can start this program and you can see it will now give me the timestamp of every single bar at the start of a new bar. So you can see here, this is working totally fine and we have the format that is correct for the text file. So what we want to do now is we want to search in this text file for the position where this where the data for the specific bar is stored. So what we can do here is we can go and get the starting index. We go string search, no, we don't go string search, we go string find, I think. And then we go and provide the text value and the text value that we're searching for. So now we get the starting position where we can find this exact time in the file. So now we will have the position, the cursor or pointer position of where the line starts with the data that we need for the bar. So what we have to do now is we found this position, for example, and now we will have to find this open, this high, this low, and this close price. So what we can do is we can just start at this beginning of the line here. We can just search for this comma to find where this price starts. And then we will search for this comma, for this comma, for this comma, and for this comma. So we can get all the values. So what we will do is we will search for int start open, and now we will go string. Whoa, wait, this is not fill, this is find. Like this. And then we will go string find again, and then we will go with the same file, of course. We will search for a matching string, which is of course a comma, and then we will start at this position pretty much, but we kind of have to skip another comma here. So what we have to do is we can go string find, blah blah blah, $, we start at this value. And no, we search for a comma, start at start, and add the +1. And then we add another +1, so we don't have the comma. Okay, so this will give us the start or the cursor position where this value starts, like the open price. Now we can just do the same thing for the high. Whoops, start high, it's just string find, here is $60, we search for a comma, and we start at start open, +1, +1 like this, and high, low, close, we do the same for the low, and we do the same for the close. Open, low, close. I mean, this can be a little bit confusing with all the string finds and everything. Oh, make sure to use string find, not string fill. Sorry. Yeah, this can be a little bit confusing, but just go through the lines step by step really slowly and you will understand how it works. It's actually really easy. So like this. Okay, so now we should have the starting values and we can start to get the, or to read the actual prices from this file. So now we just create double variables. We go string to double and we use string substring to get the substring from the really big string. And then we go and use the $60 value, of course. We go with start open. And we have a length of start high minus start open minus 1. Okay, like this. Now we just have to do the same thing for the high, for the low, and for the close. Close like this. So start high, start low, start close. Then we have start low minus start high minus 1. Then we have start close minus start high. No, wait, start low minus 1. And here we have, we need the end for the close pretty much. So what we can do is string find euro US dollar 60, search for the next comma, and we start at start close plus 1 like this. So we have end close minus start close minus 1. Okay, so now if we print these values, you should see that, let's just print the time and then the values like open, like this, high, like this, low, and close. And if we run the program again after compiling, whoops, there is a problem, missed a comma, and another one. So if we run the program again after compiling, we should see that we now get the actual price data for the bars. And do not forget, this is the price data taken from the MetaTrader 4 account. But I mean, in general, all the brokers and all the different platforms, they do not have the exact same prices, but really similar prices. And it is enough to give you like a 95 or 99% hit rate, which will make your strategy super profitable, and it does not really matter what broker you choose. So let's have a look at some examples. Like for example, we have let's have a look at this 7 o'clock bar here, which is this one. And if we compare the open, like this one, to the first value, you can see it's kind of accurate. It's just off by 1 point. Then we have the high, which is exactly the same. We have the low, which is exactly the same. And we have the close, which is also exactly the same. I'm comparing the data window prices now with the prices printed down here. So we know with this program, we now have the open, the high, the low, and the close price of every single bar. And we know it directly at the beginning of a new bar. So this is pretty much a safe win. So all we have to do is open the positions now. So what can we do to open positions? Like the easiest way is, of course, to use the trade.mqh file. We include this. We create the ctrade trade object variable, and then we say before we do anything, we close all the positions in the symbol, and then here after we have the prices, and we don't even need the high and low, we just need the open and close, because we just want to check if the open will be smaller than the close at the end of the bar, and in this case we want to buy, let's say 1 lot, and otherwise if open is greater than close, we just sell, right? 1 lot like this, and that's the whole magic. Like, took me 40 lines of code to scam you, to trick you. So let's start and let's see how it goes. So you can see this expert advisor just knows what the next candle will do. It's a big scam, but it's also a guaranteed super profitable strategy in the strategy tester. And yeah, I mean, if I really want to put this out in the MT5, MQL5 market, I cannot upload something like this, of course, because I would have to add the text files for all the different currency pairs, or at least the currency pairs that I want to support with this program. And but I mean, I could just add resources, like I could just add 10 resources, I don't know. Actually, let's have a look if the executable file is really big now. I think it should be, yeah. Yeah, the history reading scam bot is kind of big, but I mean, yeah, this is just an example for how to scam people. You can, I'm pretty sure there are better ways, but I want to show you a really easy way, and yeah, it just takes me 30 lines of code. But I mean, you could add different resources, for example, 5 or 6 for all the major pairs, and then in the onTick function, you just check if string find. And then you search for like euro US dollar. Oh no, you search in the symbol and then you search for euro US dollar. And you just check if this is greater or equal 0, because in this case, you know it's euro US dollar that is traded right now. And then you use this code. And if you search for GBP USD or USD GBP, or USD Japanese yen, then you just use the file that contains the data for this specific currency pair. So it's not a big deal actually. So it's really easy, and this is how to write a really easy history reading scam bot. So I hope that this video was educational for you and that you do not fall for the next scam bot in the MQL5 market, because as you just learned today, it is super easy. You don't have to be a genius to fool anyone. And like all you have to do now is go to the MetaTrader 5 market, upload your program, write some fancy sales script. I don't know. You can write something like here. I don't want to say this specific bot is a scam bot, but it could be, and then you just write something like here, this is using some analysis and blah, 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 and in the end it's a scam. So, yeah, and actually it is worth the effort, because some of these bots in the market, they sell like 100, 200 times, and if it's for 1,000 US dollar up in the market, you make like 100, 200K. So it's absolutely worth to like just do the work here and create or get all the history files and add it to your program and then start scamming people. Okay, so hope you learned something. Hope that you do not fall for these history reading EAs. Thanks for watching and have a great time. See you next time. Good trades. Bye-bye.